What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Casual Conversation with Will and Gary. You are listening to episode number 20. We finally reached 20. It seems like yesterday we were just on number 10, but we're all the way to 20, baby, and we're not stopping now. So, good episode for you today. As always, me and Gary dive into the realm of creative media and talk about what we want to do ourselves with creative media in the future. We dive into the heated discussion of climate change. See what I did there? Heated climate change. Anyway, we talk about that. We also get into Tesla and everything that we know about it. We don't know much, but we give our 2 cents about it. And to finish it off, me and Gary talk about humans need to connect with other people, connect with their friends, their family, and things like that. So I'm sure we'll have something in here for you that you will enjoy. But as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Welcome to the greatest podcast on the face of the earth.
What's going on, everybody of the podcasting world?
Hello.
Hello. We're here again. Back again.
Yep.
Give him one good crunch, Gary. Are you almost out?
I am. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. That was a good one.
That's weird. That's weird crunching for people. For millions of people.
Crunching, baby. We're getting into ASMR videos. Not really, but
What is that?
ASMR,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't know what it stands for, but it's just like a whole genre of YouTube video where people do just like everyday tasks, but they have a microphone on it and the sounds like send something to people's brains that are listening to it, and it makes them like feel good. It's not like a high or anything. It just gives you a good feeling, I guess, of just like random sounds.
I'm lost.
You gotta look it up for yourself. You can figure it
Okay,
out.
Well, we'll get
It's
back to
interesting.
that. We'll get back to that. But anyways, how was your week, William?
My week was good, man. It was my birthday on Monday.
Yeah, I know. Did you see my video that I posted?
I did see your video. Thank you for that.
You didn't respond.
I don't respond. I saw it, but I didn't respond.
You could have responded with a thank you.
I'm thanking you right now.
You're welcome.
No. 23, man. It's kind of weird. Nothing cool happens at 23. You
Yeah.
just get a year older. Time's flying by.
Yeah. What did you do? Did you do anything special?
No. Me and my wife just went out to dinner. Had a nice dinner.
And what'd you have?
We went to the Pasta Grill.
Ooh.
It's good. I had the what was it? Cajun shrimp pasta.
Did you say Cajun?
Cajun.
You said Cajun.
Cajun.
It's not Cajun?
Cajun. With a j.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I say.
I just burped. I'm sorry.
I say Cajun.
So is it Cajun or is it Cajun?
I don't know. I thought it was Cajun.
Or is it Cahoon?
I had the Cahoon shrimp, and it was. No, I don't know what it is. To be honest, I say Cajun.
You got me wondering now. Well,
Well,
how
that's
was
Paxton.
how was the Cajun?
It was good,
Shrimp.
man. It was real good. With some, what kind of noodles were they? Fettuccine noodles.
Mm.
With
You
some-
know what I get when I
with
go
some,
to
with
the
some cheese sauce. It was regular Alfredo sauce, but it had like a little seasoning. It's drizzled over the top, so it made it taste a little spicier. So
Yeah,
it was good, man.
dude. So on my birthday, for my 23rd birthday, because my birthday was in January 4th. For those of y'all that didn't know,
Happy birthday.
one side of my family, we went to Mike's place,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really good. And then the other side of my family, we also went to Pasta Grill. And you know what I get when I go to the Pasta Grill every time?
Give me a category. Or no, give me a hint.
It's Italian.
Some Italian foods.
It's
Um,
it's lasagna, bro. You could
lasagna.
just
That's
take
it?
a shot, bro. Just take a shot. No, usually I've only ate there twice. But I go and I get the lasagna every time. No, on my birthday though, I got the split meal. So I got this like chicken Alfredo a little bit and then like a little bit of lasagna. It's a lot of food, man.
That is a lot of food,
They
man.
give you a lot of food.
Dude, their chicken Alfredo is good. My wife sometimes gets it's called fried chicken Alfredo, but it's like not as fried as you would think. It's like
Kinda
a
chicken parmesan top fried.
Yeah, kind of. Like it's not grilled. It just has. Oh no, sorry,
Turn
my
your
phone went off.
down. Golly.
It just had like a little bit of bread on it. It's not like completely covered, but it's good, real good.
Well,
but no, I saw my barber in there.
you saw your barber?
My barber, yeah. He said hello. I didn't think he was gonna recognize me. Cause I only go in there about once every 4 months, 3 months.
You shaggy dog.
I know. I did get a fresh peel though.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I noticed you because you recently went.
No, I hadn't gone.
Oh,
Actually, it's a funny story. Not really funny, but I'm gonna be in a wedding this weekend. So my sister-in-law is getting married, and her fiance, one of his groomsmen, actually couldn't make it. He's from out of state, out of town, something, but he couldn't make it. So I'm the replacement, and I had a shaggy mop on top.
shaggy
Shaggy mop on top. So I had to go get a haircut, but my barber, he keeps all his appointments booked out like 2 weeks in advance. So I was running thin on time. So I was like, I'm just going to go to Great Clips and get a good cut,
Let me just say,
And I'm not talking bad about Great Clips. I'm not talking bad about Great Clips, but he does a better job than Great Clips.
yeah.
But anyway, go on.
But let me just say that it is a great clip. It is a great clip.
They give a Great Clip?
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Great Clips didn't do this, though.
Oh, I thought
You should let me finish the story.
you're
rudely interrupted me.
Dude, you're confusing me. Go ahead.
I said I was going to go to Great Clips, right?
Oh.
Because I was running low on time. But I booked
You
in.
said you did go.
I booked an appointment with the barber, but it was like in the middle of the day. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get off work in time, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna cancel it and go to Great Clips." But next day, I saw him at Pasta Grill, and he was like, said hello, came, shook my hand, and I was like, "Man, I can't do it to him. I got to be a loyal customer." So I didn't go to Great Clips and went to him instead, even though it was an inconvenience
Oh wow,
because I have to be loyal to the barber man.
that's a good story. That's a good story. It's still a great clip, and you didn't say thank you.
Yes, I did say thank you
No, you didn't.
because I didn't get a great clip.
But bro, you got a great. It's a great clip though. Regardless of who did it, it's a great.
But
clip.
Great Clips didn't give me the clip, so it's not a great clip.
Okay.
It's an excellent clip.
Okay. Fine. Well, I'm glad that you got a clip. It looks nice.
Thanks, dude.
You're gonna get a lot of compliments in the wedding.
I know. You see my eyebrows? Got my eyebrows done too.
You got your eyebrows done.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Threaded, dude.
Why do you have to get your eyebrows done?
Because I had a massive unibrow and they were a little bushy on the side.
You get a unibrow.
Well, not like protruding
Dude,
out, but I had some hairs.
Examine
Huh?
that area.
Okay. Dude, you have like one hair.
I know, dude.
Dude, I have like a bunch.
I've had women ask me if I wax my eyebrows. I've never waxed my
Bro,
eyebrows.
that's insane. Every guy usually has at least a few hairs on there in
I
between
know.
their eyes. That's nice, dude. Slick.
It's not easy
Looks
being
nice.
cheesy, man.
Not easy. Bro, you should go get your eyebrows started one time, though.
No,
Not even kidding. It hurts
Nada.
really bad.
not a
They look sleek, though. Not gonna
bro.
lie.
Look at
They
look
clean.
at me. I already look sleek. I'm
Huh?
slick as a baby.
Hang on. No, you're a little bushy on the side.
No,
like, yeah, you are. Yeah, no, you are. I mean, I mean, they look good. Not gonna lie, but I mean, if you got them threaded, they'd be even
So
better.
how is school, Will?
How was school? I took an exam on Monday. Made it 88.
Examination, another 88. Falling short of those A's.
I know,
I
dude.
see.
First accounting exam, 88. Second, 88. First speech exam, guess what I made on it? Just take a guess.
89.
No, 81.
81.
Yep. I
Herman.
didn't study that hard though.
Hoo-hoo.
The
Herman.
Herm.
Took you to
Herm Edwards.
with that roundhouse. He got you at that roundhouse, huh?
No, he didn't give me the roundhouse. If he'd got me at the roundhouse, I'd have failed. He just
That's
got me.
true.
He just got me with like a left jab.
Yeah,
like,
he got you with a jab.
right in the chin. Kind of rocked me a little bit, but I got back up.
An 81 though.
Yeah,
That's almost average.
that's above average, my friend.
You're right. That's almost average though.
Hey, I'm an average
Do
guy, you know.
Do you consider yourself average?
Me, I'm an average guy, I guess. I don't know.
I'm just an ordinary average guy with average kids and average wives.
That's, who
That's
sings that?
Joe Walsh.
I was about to say. You sounded kind of like him too.
Yeah,
I
dude.
heard that on the radio the other day. 94.1 represent.
Yeah, bro. They play the same songs over and over and over.
They put it's a no repeat work day. They don't play the same song during the day though.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Dude,
They still
actually the
play
other
the
day
same
I heard a
songs over
song
and
on
over.
there. I heard a song. It was Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. I didn't know they played those kind of tunes.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's a good tune, man.
They do. They play some good ones. I've just heard they just play the same ones over and over, I feel like. Anyways, yeah, music's good. I'm glad your school's going good. Have you had to give another speech? Have you given your impromptu speech yet?
I mean, we had some chance. We had a chance to look over it. We gave like a introductory speech about ourselves. Gave that.
How'd that go? How did you talk about yourself?
Um,
Give us a little snippet.
I don't remember what I
Bro,
said.
no, just
I'll
give-
give you the outline.
I mean, just talk about yourself. Give us on the spot right now. Just give us a little speech about yourself.
You're making me nervous, bro.
No, dude, let's do it.
An impromptu.
Yeah, just talk about yourself.
Okay.
Talk about where you came from, a little bit about yourself.
No, I'm trying to think of what my outline was because we had to do outline too. So, everybody, it was like in a group though. So you just stood at the front of your table. You had 4 other people at your table, and you just spoke to your table.
Okay, so speak to me.
Speak to you. Okay, let me face you.
All right.
How's it going, everybody? Nice to meet you. My name is Will Pennington. It's a pleasure
Hey.
to be in this classroom with
Mhm.
you all.
Yeah.
I recently just came back to school. I've been at UACCM before at Morrilton. I didn't do things quite the way I thought I would. So here I am, older, more wise, learned a little bit, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Damascus, Arkansas, went to Southside B Branch High School my whole life. Moved to Conway when I was 18. Started going to school at Morrilton, like I said. Lived with a few of my buddies. Had a great time. It was a great opportunity to learn and grow. While I was doing that, I started to work at Conway Parks and Recreation Department. I've been working there ever since. Been working there for 4 years. I now work at the Conway Expo Center. It's a good gig. I like it. It's fun. There's a lot of different kind of things that I do there. I won't go into detail, but just wanted to give you a little information about that. Personal life, I recently just got married. I've been married for 7 months to my beautiful wife, Courtney. We have a house in Greenbrier, Arkansas right now, actually. Bought a dog. He's the cutest dog you've ever seen, golden retriever. And I love him. So not ready for kids yet, but, we're working on that. Future ambitions and plans. I mean, I'm back at school. I want to finish my degree that I started. Other than that, someday I would like to own my own business, work for myself. That's my main plan, main goal, I guess you could say. Other than that, hobbies, what I like to do on the side, I like to play music, play guitar, have a podcast you guys should listen to. It's called Casual Conversation with Will and Gary. I do it with my best bud, Gary.
We represent.
Yeah, we have a good time, and it's fun. It's all around just a good conversation we have with each other, so you guys should check that out. But anyway, I'm glad that we're in this class together. I'm glad I'm going to get to know you all, and I would like to know more about you guys as well. So with that being said, I guess I'm finished.
That's awesome, dude. if you're listening right now, you just go ahead and clap your hands. That's a good.
I messed up though.
Yeah, you said a lot, but that's okay.
Yeah, and we had peer review cards that we had to fill out when people were giving their speeches. One of mine was I talked too fast. I definitely talked too fast.
Yeah, you do. I
that.
could see that.
It's kind of strange though, because when when you can get in a flow and get going and you know what you're going to talk about in your head before you say it, sometimes you do get talking too fast because you have all the information in your head and you're just trying to portray it. And you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're very well seasoned or well versed on a topic, sometimes you can get to talking too fast and kind of stumble over yourself.
Well, see, like I'm pretty good at pacing myself when I talk
Yeah.
and going slow. And part of the reason and part of what helps me do that is I'm very animated with my movements. And so like my hands, like I'll draw it out. And some people say don't do that, but honestly it helps me, and I think that it like my animations improve the story most of the time. Like it's like almost
Yeah.
like a visualization of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
You are
talking
you
about
are pretty good at that. I'm not so good at that. Once
so
I get rolling on a subject, I kind of just steamroll ahead.
yeah, so I just kind of I don't know. And speaking of that, this is a good segue into what I'm doing right now. I may have mentioned in the past podcast that I've been doing those videos. I've been making a video a day this month, and it is killing me. I'm just gonna tell you, man. It's taxing. It's taxing making videos like that and like having to I don't know, just put your thoughts together in words.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that it was going to be this hard for me to put my ideas in words and like be as accurate and as interesting as I want to be on film.
Yeah.
And
It's weird, man, because when you see yourself doing something, you're like, man, I could do that so much better. Even though you felt like you did like a really good job.
yeah, and so just putting it out there and what I'm having to keep in mind is like this is just the beginning of me like
Yeah, so you're going to suck at it
yeah,
because you
like
just started. you know?
yeah, I don't like and I don't think it's that bad, but it's like it's humbling. It's humbling in a way, and it's pushing me a lot harder, and the whole reason I'm doing it is not only to provide value for people, but to sharpen my mind for graduate school that's coming up and just take my knowledge in that area to a whole nother level, you know.
Yeah. Dude, not going to lie. If you've ever tried to make a YouTube video or an Instagram video or any video for that kind, and the next time you go on YouTube or on Instagram and see like a super high quality video of somebody that you like to watch, it gives you kind of a new respect for them of how much it takes just to make a high quality, interesting video like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's something that I honestly want to get into is making higher quality like creative media.
Yeah, that doesn't
And
have to be videos. You could do anything with that.
yeah, but I want to somehow kind of like link that to my profession and offer, I don't know, like courses. Like for example, being a dietitian, like I could offer like a cooking course, but it's just a video package online, but it's a creative, video with like good video explaining thoroughly, the process of whatever I'm cooking or
Yeah.
giving information about it, for nutrition and things of that nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just I just
That'd be
think
cool.
that I think that the integration of high quality like media marketing and just stuff like that is the future of business and online sales.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Online is, it's not even the future anymore. It's the present day.
you're exactly right. And I want to participate. It's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy shooting video. It's just something I want to incorporate and
Dude.
make money off of as well.
Dude, once you become a famous YouTuber or start making money on your whatever you're making, the videos or just whatever you do.
I doubt that happens.
You don't know. It could. Let me be your video manager. I'll do all your videos if you pay me a percentage of your revenue from your videos.
Yeah. Well,
But all you have to do is provide the content. I'll do everything else.
okay. Sounds like
And
plan.
you can have some input on the videos and whatnot,
Yeah.
Say if you like this, you don't like this.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I don't know what percentage I'd do.
Yeah. We had to talk about that later.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
When I
We'll
get
sign a
big,
contract.
I'll get big first. No, dude. I honestly was thinking the other day was in regards to the creative media, like if I did start doing that and I do, because it does matter like if I'm get into UCA's program, if I get into Oregon's program.
Yeah, that's
But
true. I
if
probably won't be your video manager if you're in
Yeah.
Oregon.
if I get into UCA's program or if I don't get into a program at all, then I was thinking that like I'm already fixing to buy a laptop just because I need one for school and everything.
What kind are you gonna get?
I honestly think I'm gonna get one. It's the ZenBook. It's the what's it called? I can't think of that name. It's a weird name.
You ever tried a MacBook?
Asus? It's Asus.
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't want a MacBook
Why?
because I just don't want a MacBook.
Dude, I used to be a Apple MacBook hater until I started using one because my wife has one. Dude, they're legit.
Too legit to quit,
They're close. They're close.
dude. So, not to go on like a tangent on the podcast, but what kind of software do you use to edit our video and our audio and anything that we put on YouTube?
Dude,
or
that's
on
the thing.
Google
with,
Play or
with the audio, it's GarageBand, which is free on all Apple products or Mac. On all Macs, you can download GarageBand
but that's
for free.
pretty limiting, isn't it?
Huh?
The GarageBand is pretty limiting in its
not necessarily in voice
Like
not in voice recording. If you were making music, it would be limiting. Like if you were recording for
that's what I'm wanting to do. Is like, I mean, I write music.
Well, the thing is, you can get an upgraded version of GarageBand called Logic, which you can get for like $200 from the App Store, and there's a lot of big name producers that use it. So I mean,
wow.
it's really cool. Which I thought that was expensive at first, but then I was like, we used to use FL Studio, and it's like $200 for the cheap one.
So
You know what I mean?
you're saying get a MacBook?
Dude, I'd say get a MacBook.
It's like it's just easy.
Well, it's not necessarily easy. It's just the layout of it is. It's hard to get used to at first, but once you figure it out, it's really cool. Another thing about
I mean, but a MacBook's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Well, Courtney got this one a couple years ago, and you can do payment plans with Best Buy if you want.
Oh, bro, I just going.
Yeah, I know.
Cash.
I'm just saying, but hers MacBook Air, it was like $700, I think.
Oh, but yeah, heck yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
I mean, the MacBook Pros, like the real hardcore ones, they're well over the $1,000 range, up to $2,000.
Damn.
But you could get like hers was like $750,
Mm.
which computers are expensive anyway. So
Yeah, I just need. I mean, with what I like to do, as far as I've been writing music for the past 3 years. I've been getting familiar with videoing and taking pictures, of like outdoor photography and cooking. Like I enjoy like taking pictures of food and different things like that, and I just feel like it's crucial in taking that next step to kind of invest towards some creative media stuff, like a computer and some cameras and some microphones and just the equipment. Like, and even for this podcast, some of the equipment that I've accumulated, like this microphone and the stands and the XLR cables and everything.
Dude. And you still got your interface over there. You can take that home if you want.
Yeah,
dude. Cool thing about Macs too, though, is they have free video editing software too. iMovie.
You're convincing me. I'm gonna have to look into it. Bro.
Also, iMovie has a upgraded version as well for more professional use. Final Cut. I don't remember how much it costs though.
Yeah, and I'm sure that like
there's plenty other
there's
plenty other free things you can get like that. Like you can get Audacity for free online. You just have to download it. And I don't remember. You can get like Adobe video editor for free.
But is it like super like? Because I don't have an iPhone.
Oh, I don't have an iPhone. Well, I do right now.
Well, you do right now, but like,
I don't have it hooked up.
Yeah, but
or
you have to
anything.
do all that weird stuff to hook your phone up to a MacBook.
You just put in your Apple ID. I just used my old one that I had years and years ago. Literally, probably.
Okay,
6
you're
years
talking
ago.
me down now. Okay, we're getting off on this. We're getting off on this. All right. Anyways, so creative media, that's something I'm wanting to get into. I think Will's really interested in it, and it may be something that honestly, I'm not even going to say maybe. I see us collaborating on something in the future for sure.
We're starting a YouTube channel.
I don't know. I just feel like there's too much. I feel like there's too much potential. We've definitely. I mean, what are we? This is 20th episode. I think this is episode 20.
19, I think.
No, bro. I think this is episode 20. I think this is 20, man.
I think this is 20.
This is 20.
I didn't ask you what episode this was at the beginning. I
We
forgot.
did it. We did it. This is episode 20. We're breaking
I
barriers.
think this is 20.
Anyways.
Because I have 19.
Yeah,
on
Will
deck.
Will talks about him being my manager and posting them for my media and stuff. He doesn't even post our podcast.
Nobody's paying me. I don't pay myself. No.
Anyways.
Before we end off on that, I am going to start. We're going to get the podcast rolling back, baby. We're going to go one a week. Probably.
He says that.
We are.
He says
sure.
that. We'll see.
For sure, it.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Yes, it will.
But I just think there's too much potential between us. This podcast, we're 20 episodes deep. There is a definite connection that we have to make content.
We're connected.
We're connected, bro.
We're connected.
We're connected, and I mean, we're just good enough friends that we're gonna be around each other. It's like I'm definitely gonna see you. It's like I'm not gonna go 20 years without seeing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like there will be points in time where we can be like, "Yo, let's make something like crazy," you know?
Oh yeah.
Because right now you got to remember we're still young, we're still getting going. We don't have like all this equipment yet, but I feel like it's our hobby. We're going to accumulate once we kind of like get back up, you know?
Yeah.
Because I want to get. I enjoy the audio, enjoy talking to people. Thanks for listening, guys. But I want to make some like video creations.
Yeah, man. And it's like we've said on here plenty of times before, with making videos or doing a podcast. The key to getting more people to listen, if that's your goal, or getting more people to watch you, or just not even getting more people to watch you, but just kind of like, spreading your influence, is just consistently do whatever you're doing. You have to consistently do videos. You can't take 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off and then do another video, take, another week off. You have to consistently do the videos. For the podcast, we kind of slacked up there for a couple weeks, but I mean, consistency is key, man. Especially with things like this, like video and podcasts and whatnot.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. It's the key.
Yeah, dude. It's just something that to end all this off, it's something that we really enjoy. And find something that you enjoy that keeps bringing you back, that is on your mind to some degree throughout the day.
I'm down with that.
Anyways, do you have anything interesting that happened to you this week to talk about?
Nothing necessarily interesting happened to me per se, but I did listen to an interesting podcast, and the main topic of it was about climate change.
Climate change?
Climate change.
Are you talking about that global warming?
I'm talking about that global warming.
That's not what they call it anymore, but
they call it climate change.
Okay.
But yeah, it was interesting.
So what was
well, the guy
said
on the
about
podcast was like either not a New York Times, like a New York magazine, New York Journal, something like that. He's a writer for it, so he's basically just a journalist. But he wrote a piece on climate change, and it kind of blew up. It kind of put his name out there. People were super interested in it. So then he wrote a book about it. I forgot his name. I think it's David Wallace Wells, something like that. But he wrote a book about it, and it was on the New York Times bestseller list. I don't know if it was number 1. It might have been top 5. But then after that, he just kind of solely devoted his time and his effort into, talking about climate change around the world. So it was an interesting conversation he had.
So where do you stand, and what do you know about climate change, William?
Climate change. Well, he was stating a bunch of facts, or not, I wouldn't say facts, a bunch of statistics about climate change, and I assumed that they were true if he published them in his book. He said all of the stuff he talked about was in his book. And his book has been out for a year or so, and it's been reviewed by plenty of his peers, and he said he used plenty of references and whatnot in his book. So I was taking what he was saying to be scientific facts, right?
Yeah.
So I personally believe in climate change. It's warming up. You can look at the average median temperatures of the world over the past 30 years. And they're just consistently going up. I don't know what you would call that besides, warming of the atmosphere. But he had some interesting facts. I'll say one that I heard that really stuck out to me. He said, since humans have existed, not just creatures or animals, but humans. Since humans have existed, we have put more carbon or carbon dioxide into the atmosphere since the Industrial Revolution than we have since humans existed before that. So since humans existed to the Industrial Revolution, from that point forward, we've put more carbon into the atmosphere than that whole time combined. Which is, I don't know when the Industrial Revolution was. Wasn't that like, I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he said in the past, it might not have been the Industrial Revolution. He said in the past 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So go from the first human until 30 years ago, and then 30 years ago till now, we put more carbon into the atmosphere since that whole other time combined.
And to put that into perspective, you look at Venus. Venus is the hottest planet in our, I can't remember, is it our Milky
Solar
Way
system.
galaxy? Oh yeah, our solar system. That's right. The galaxy's bigger. So in our in our solar system, Venus is the hottest planet, but it's not the closest to the sun. It's just encased in carbon dioxide or CO2. And so Will's talking about pumping all this CO2 into the atmosphere. We have a natural balance, like the seas and the water, they carry carbon and CO2 out, and then the volcanoes, they pump CO2 into the atmosphere, but not nearly as much CO2 into the atmosphere as cars and gasoline engines of any type are pumping into the atmosphere. And I mean, it's warming up. It's insulating the planet.
Yeah.
on a large scale. And to not believe it, that's I mean it's not really gonna fire me up or anything, but to not believe it is just like being willfully ignorant to something that's going on.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with that, man. And the thing is, like, I mean, just think about it. There's more humans on the earth than ever before, right? And humans breathe oxygen and emit carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, by default, you'd have more carbon dioxide.
It's just a cycle.
But
the planet is a living
just,
system.
Just keep thinking about it, though. There's more cars on the planet now than ever before. There's more planes on the planet now than ever before. There's more machines on the planet now than ever before. So, the carbon dioxide level is just going to keep going up and up and up. And, what do trees do? They take in carbon dioxide, release oxygen, right? There's less trees on the earth now than ever before because there's more humans. We're cutting down the trees to make space for the humans, right? So it's just a cycle that keeps going back and back and back on each other. And, people are taking steps nowadays in the modern society to prevent this, like, hybrid cars, electric cars. Tesla is one of the most,
Bro, we saw a Tesla at the hospital the other day. Somebody's got a Tesla at the hospital.
That's dude. I want one really bad. They look so cool.
Teslas
are completely electric.
Let's talk about Teslas after you get done talking about what you're talking about. Continue.
Oh, I was just saying, if you just think about it and look around, look at the earth, like, more people than ever before. Business is booming, It's just, it just all falls into place with each other why the temperature would be raising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like you can't really, I mean, the polar ice caps are, smaller than they've ever been. Like, ice melts because it gets warmer. I mean, people think, I don't know, people try and complicate it too much, but it's really not that complicated.
Yeah, I think honestly that people want to say that it's good or bad, and I don't think it's either. Because what is the history of humanity? It's looking at your current situation, which there's always going to be some type of problem at hand to overcome. And so this is just another issue that we have to realize, that we have recognized. Now we have to get the collective on board to help overcome it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just what is happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way Mr. Wallace was talking was it is a bad thing, actually, because, you know, okay, when the ice caps melt, right? Sea levels will rise. So for the United States especially, you know, if the sea level goes up 200 feet, you know, you could have, or 300 feet, you could have cities that are, you know, going to start becoming underwater.
Not to
So people are going to
get-
have to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like it's gonna, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because like we could, you know, people could still survive. They can move, but as the temperature keeps going and going, you know, crops, grain, food won't be as well suited to survive and, you know, produce what they normally produce in a better climate. It's just, there's so many different things. I don't have time to go into all of it specifically, but
And the thing is, not to get all like, you know, spiritual and philosophical on you, but like what is happening is just what's happening. Like, it's happening for a reason. We just look at it, do what we can to overcome it, and pull together and enjoy our time here. You know?
yeah, but is that not kind of selfish for us to say, oh, let's just enjoy our time here? By the time, you know, we're dead, then that's not our
No,
problem.
I'm not
well,
saying-
our generations to come will be living.
Did you
here.
Did you not hear what I said? We have to pull together and help overcome the problem. Like, it's not any different than any point in history. There is a problem at hand that we recognize. There are actually multiple problems, because I mean, on top of global warming, we have, like, you know, agricultural issues, we have political issues, we have like sex slavery issues, we have all kinds of issues. There are issues at hand, and there are people that are focusing, different people and groups focusing on different issues to help overcome them.
Yeah, I understand that, but the way he was talking was that this is not necessarily, well, yeah, I guess he meant like this is such an issue, and it isn't reversible. You can't make
Yeah.
you can't make it cooler. You can only slow down the effects, and we're so far into it now that even at this like exact moment, if we could completely drop our carbon emissions for the world by like 50%, it still wouldn't be enough. Like, it's still gonna continue to rise over the next 30 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Not to be
And-
a devil's advocate, but I mean, this dude that is saying this is lobbying for global warming. So it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, of course he's going to say that his problem's more important than everybody else's.
No, he wasn't saying that. Okay, I remember what I was gonna say. He was saying how if this problem continues to evolve, then we won't have any of these other problems. Basically, if the climate gets so bad and people get so displaced and have to move, and places are overpopulated and there's not enough food, you know, the government it's not going to not exist, but all these problems that we have now will pale in comparison to the overall problem. It's like they won't even really matter anymore. So his argument was, I'm not saying I agree with him 100%, but his argument was, if we don't fix the main problem and we're working on all these smaller problems, then those aren't even going to matter in the grand scheme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once everything goes so badly, then, you know, we're not going to have these problems because we're going to be solely focused on the one main problem.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, I can't give all the specific details that he said. He gave some pretty grim details about it. But, and, you know.
Give him that dude's name in the podcast.
Let me go find it real fast. And like I said, he even said himself, like, the science and scientists are pointing towards that, you know, towards a perilous, not perilous, but a bad situation ahead. But, you know, science has been wrong before. They said that, you know, the world had already burned up by now, but it hasn't. You know what I mean? So he's not saying what the scientists are predicting is, you know, 100% accurate 100% of the time. It's just, you know, a pretty good indication, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. I think it's definitely real. I think that we should definitely do things to better the environment all the way around. And yeah,
Yep. Oh, his name is David Wallace Wells
David Wallace Wells. I'll have to go give that a listen.
on JRE,
Joe
the Joe Rogan
podcast.
Experience.
There you go. So let's talk about Tesla real quick. What is it? So give me what you know about Tesla.
What I know about Tesla.
Because what do they run off of? They don't run off of gasoline.
Electricity, my friend.
So that how do you fuel it?
You charge it.
What does it cost to charge it?
I don't know. I don't.
Because I know they're really expensive, right?
A Tesla, the cheapest models now are, I couldn't tell you, 40,000 maybe.
40,000.
Yeah.
So that's not that bad.
No, I mean it's like any other new vehicle, but that's like the cheapest model I think you get.
Yeah. So
actually, I don't know if that's true. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
Just talk for a second.
Do some research, but I want to know because I'm interested. I mean, this relates to global warming. What is the next step for vehicles? Because we got to cut gasoline out, and this is a mega movement.
Oh yeah, that's actually one thing that Mr. Wallace talked about.
Mr. Wallace
was that his personal opinion was in the next 10 to 15 years it will be illegal to produce a internal combustion engine.
Yeah, I could see it.
I could see it. For sure.
I mean, if we're pouring that much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and we're causing it to warm up, and I've heard some. I haven't listened to this guy that you're talking about, but I've listened to like Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about this. I've listened to some smart dudes talk about this, and they all give this like visual of what like the heat graphs are going to look like in the next 20 to 30 to 50 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's going to rise significantly if we keep pouring carbon dioxide into the atmosphere because it's just going to keep insulating the heat that we're already got in our atmosphere.
Yep.
It's not going to let it escape.
Yep. Oh, there we go. 36,000. The Model 3.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool that it's 36,000. I mean, that's accessible to the middle class.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if you go by nowadays, if you want to go get like a brand new 4-wheel drive truck, they're like 70,000.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's like 2 of those.
And I know some people with that, and I'm like, how the heck do you have that truck?
Yeah, I know.
Did you sell your soul for that thing? Anyways,
no, I don't know how much it costs.
So tell me, I'm not too much concerned about the cost and everything. Like, what is just an electric car? How do you charge it though? Like, you charge it with do you have those in your home? Do they have? I mean, I know they have charging stations.
I mean, yeah, most of the time it's charging stations, and the thing is,
how quickly does it charge when it's down? Do you gotta like if you're running out of gas, can you just fill it up and it's good to go like a gasoline engine, or do you?
No, you have to let it sit there and charge. And I mean, you have a range of miles you have. So say you get 350 miles on a full charge, which is pretty much like a tank of gas. You know, if you get down to 50 miles and you go charge for, say you charge for 45 minutes, you might get 150 more miles. I don't know exactly how that.
So that kind of blows.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's only so many charging stations around. Like the nearest charging station to here, I think would be Little Rock.
Yeah,
from Conway. And so you'd have to drive 30 miles just to go charge.
So there's some in Conway.
Is there a charging station?
There's some in UCA. You can charge at UCA.
A Tesla charging station? They're like their own.
Oh, I don't know about Tesla.
Specific charging station.
I know they have charging stations at UCA.
For what?
For cars, electric cars.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
That might work. I don't know. It might.
I don't know, bro.
That'd be cool. I'll have to go check it out. Let's see what this is. This was December 18th, 2018. Tesla can be purchased with a battery capacity of 60 kilowatts an hour and 85. If you have a 60 kilowatt model, which has a range of 208 miles, it costs $9.80 to fully charge. And you get,
bro, that blows.
And you get 208 miles.
I'm just saying the technology's got to get a little bit better. I wouldn't want to take that too far. Wouldn't want to take that up around Jasper. I'd get I would get in a pickle up there.
Dang.
Does it have any way to use combustible fuel?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that though. I think it's just completely electric though.
Wow. That's groundbreaking though.
Yeah. And
Anyways,
they'll always, enhance their technology and whatnot. So I'm sure in the next 2-3 years they'll have, cars that are affordable that can go 500-600 miles on a charge. So then you wouldn't really have to worry about it. You could go wherever you wanted to.
man, we're gonna see a lot of change in our lifetime, man.
I know.
If we don't die.
Dude, everybody was saying, what was it? It was like back in the day, we were like, dude, by 2020, they'll have flying cars. And we were like, dude, yeah, probably so. But we still don't.
We don't.
I know.
Oh,
That's crazy, man. But
no, the last topic that I really want to talk about is the need to connect with people. You may have heard me say that happiness is not found within the mind, it's found within expression amongst like other people and doing things. And so I have been like reading a lot and doing those videos and just kind of spending a lot of time alone. And I hung out this past week with some of my buddies like Carlos and this dude at work. We went hiking.
there you go.
And dude, it's just crazy how the past few weeks, like I've kind of been to myself, and then I went and hung out with some other people.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much more like just vibrant I feel this week than I have, staying to myself and, studying, which I need to be doing. I really need to be diving in the books. I understand that, but it's crazy how the need for human connection and like doing things is so important to your happiness.
Yeah, dude. And that's why, I mean, as much as people say they like being alone, man, nobody really likes being alone that much. You know? And I'm not saying I personally do like being alone every once in a while. Like I love to lone wolf it. Like
I think it's important
like have a day to myself,
like to be
have
alone.
have a few days to myself where I can just do my own thing, think about things that I'm doing and whatnot. But dude, my mind's kind of changing after I got married. It's like, man, I get kind of lonely if I go a couple days by myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm just so used to being around someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of strange because I used to not be like that. I used to could go. I mean, I did it every day in the summertime. I would be by myself all day.
And you'd
at
have
home.
the best time.
I just do whatever I want, just living it up,
Yeah.
lone wolfing. But it's kind of strange now. I guess I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. It's crazy. And like I say, I realize like I need to be in the books right now. I need to be preparing myself to go through and get my master's. But it's just crazy how much more happy you feel when you are involving your friends and your family and just those you love around you in your life.
And like to your situation for school, it's obviously important to study. It's obviously important to have time alone where you can focus on your studies and what you're going to do, your classes and whatnot. But it's also important to, maybe you've been studying hard for the past 3 days. It's important to just, take a little break, go out and hang out with somebody. It's like a stress reliever.
Yeah. And on the flip side, you do have to be comfortable. It's very important to be comfortable being alone by yourself.
Yeah.
Because that means that you have an internal happiness. You're not constantly going out and seeking others around you just to fill the void.
Yeah, man. It's yin and yang. Like, if you just want to hang out with people 24/7, you never want to be by yourself. Like, you might need to do a little meditating, like we've said before. Do a little reflecting on
For sure.
what you're doing. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, man. It is always refreshing though to see old pals.
For sure. Speaking of old pals, we're gonna have Josh on the podcast probably next week.
Woo!
So we're
That's what I'm
gonna
talking
talk.
about.
We're gonna talk about hunting, like all aspects of hunting. We're gonna talk about probably some old stories. I'm sure that it'll be a good long podcast. We should totally eat afterwards.
We should eat afterwards.
Have some steak or something.
Dude, we should eat for sure.
So
We should make that a thing where we invite the guests to dinner after we do the
yeah, I'm
podcast.
down with that. I'm
Have
so
a
down
meal.
with that. Grant's gonna come sometime. He wasn't able to this weekend with your schedule.
Yeah, well, he was going to be able to if we would have done it tomorrow, but
Yeah.
like I said, I was the last minute
No, it's
entry
fine,
in the-
dude. We
in
can
the
just
way,
do it whenever.
but- Yeah, I'd like to have Grant on here too.
Grant's a cool guy. We need to
He's
we need
a cool
to play some
cat.
we need to play some more music too.
He's cool. Yeah, dude. Fire it
Yeah.
up then.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him and
Fire.
We'll do
Let's get Gary and the Whalers back
it.
together.
Gary and the Whalers. I don't know about that.
Well, what's our band name then?
I don't know.
It's Gary and the Whalers.
What would you want to call it?
Gary and the Whalers.
I don't think the name needs to be named after me.
But you're the centerpiece of the band.
I'm the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Who decided that?
Rock and roll history.
Rock and roll history.
Bro, the singer is always the front man of the band.
Bro, but I mean, I'm like one of the lead singers.
No, you're the lead singer.
I'm the lead singer, but Peyton, dude, she can sing.
Dude, I'm not belittling her singing skill. I'm just saying you're the lead singer.
And so I'm the front man.
Yeah, you're the front man. So it's Gary and the
Okay.
Whalers.
Okay. I'm down with
You
it. I
also
don't know,
play
you can-
guitar. You're also lead guitarist. Those are the two main front people in the whole
Yeah,
band.
but Peyton's lead cello.
She's the most unique, but she's not the front lady.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
We'll talk about all that. We need to get back together and get some songs. I've got some good ones.
Got some good
I've
tunes.
got some good ones.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it then.
Anyways, dude, last thing. I know I said I had my last thing, but this is really my last thing. I'm a little anxious
Why?
for April 7th. That's when I figure out where I'm going.
Oh yeah, dude.
And like I'm getting a little anxious, bro. Like I'm not like this, and these past few days I've been like, oh, and like I really think that I'm gonna get in, but like that thought of what if I don't even get in?
Why wouldn't you though?
I don't know, bro.
Well, why do you think like that? If you
I don't know,
even
bro. It's just it's anxiety.
Dude, just make a little list.
No, dude.
Make some
no,
reasons.
I just don't think about it. It's just like I just shove it aside.
That's not healthy.
No, yeah, it is because like I just need it to come and happen.
Well, okay. I guess. I don't know.
I just need it to come and happen. No, I'm not like super anxious about it, but like the other day I woke up and I was just like I had a dream and I was like I didn't get in.
Oh no,
and
you
it
had a
was
dream.
like oh no. So I woke up and I was like, what if I don't even get in? Anyways.
You'll get in, my friend. You'll get in.
We'll see.
Cross your fingers.
We will see.
Yes, we will.
Well, man, that's really all I got for today's episode.
That's all I got, man. That wasn't a high score, but I don't think that was our low score either.
Nah.
52.
Anyways, you can find me on Instagram at GaryTheGreat96 and on Snapchat at Gary Gairy.
And you can find me on Instagram at Will_Pennington00 and on Twitter as the Scavenger23. You can find us on all platforms, the podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you want, baby. So go give us a listen. You can find us on YouTube at Casual Conversation Podcast, at Casual Conversation Podcast. So go on there, check our videos out. Well, they're not really videos, but they're just, you know what I mean. Go check out Gary's videos. Gary Columns on YouTube. He puts a video on a day, baby.
Garrett Collins.
Oh, it's-
Garrett. That's my real name.
His real name, what? Your real name's Garrett?
You knew that, bro.
Gary Van Halen in the background. So, as always, guys, though, thank you for listening. We really
You hear that
appreciate
guitar?
it.
I bet they hear that guitar in the background.
Quit interrupting me, bro. I'm
I'm
trying to
so-
do a freaking outro.
I'm so cool.
Give us one lick for the road. With that being said,
Gary out.
later.